So the card base, I know you like to write these down, and I know Emma definitely does. So the card base is 18 by 18. Let me just try and bring that up. I don't know why that keeps popping up at the corner. It just picks up the edge of my my lamp. I don't know why. So the card base is 18 centimetres by 18 centimetres. I've used A3 card, but you can do an 18 by 18 and then the other one 18 by 19 and a half. Score it at 1.5 and then you can just add it and do a hinge just here. So that's the card base, and it's going to be tenfold. I suppose you could do it this way as well. How would it work if you did it that way? Yeah, you'd have to, unless you really wanted it going like that, you could have your papers going down and you'd have to decorate both sides. But this one really pops out for tenfold. So we'll do tenfold tonight. Right, so 18 by 18. So that's the base. Inches, 18 by 18 is virtually 7 inches by 7 inches, Pam. That's ridiculous, Wendy, isn't it? Right, so these are the layers that we're going to use for the card base, and you'll need 2 of these, one for the front, hi Janice, and one for the inside there, and they're both the same size, and this is 17.5 by 17.5 centimetres, which is about 6 3/4 squared, Pam. So that's that one. So we'll stick these in place just with PVA glue. You all know by now that I decant Phil's glue into a smaller applicator. Just means that I don't use as much of it. It makes my glue go further. I knew flat, then I met my 50s and hey presto. Oh yes, yes, I know what you mean. So this one's going to go inside. And again, you don't really want dimension on the inside piece to allow the mechanism to work properly. So just smooth that down. So we've got, oh no, Catherine, it's maybe the weather. We'll blame it on the weather, shall we? Right, so now we've got the front decorated and the inside. And these were 17.5 by 17.5. And for those of you who do inches, it's 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. Right, so now this is the layer. And like I said, I'm using the Sunflower Secrets. And these are 17 by 17 centimetres, which for Pam and anybody else doing inches is 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths. It's just under 6 3/4. So what I've done with these is I've done a patterned one for the front, and I've gone round the edge just to save some time with Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide, and I've used my finger dauber and I've just added the ink round the edges, and I've done that with the inside piece. So The outside piece is the pattern paper and the inside piece is one of the linen papers from the paper pack. Oh, you're inches too, are you, Betty? I know a lot of people like sunflowers. I wouldn't say it's my favourite flower, but I don't dislike them. So we're going to put these on just as long as you've got space around each one. That's what we're looking for. So we'll add this one again. It's going to be flat. Or the papers are anyway. So make sure that you've got it the right way up. There we go. And we'll stick the there's nothing wrong with old school. You use what works for you, don't you? I normally find something that I like and they've done it in inches and I transfer it into centimetres because I work with centimetres. And of course I have to change it, and they always do little ones, don't they? Little cards. Maybe in the States it's because the postage costs so much. Oh, I like sweet peas as well, Emma. Hi, Pauline. Welcome. Pleased to have you here. So now we've got the outside and the inside decorated. So what we'll do is we'll go on to the mechanism now so that that's got time to dry. So are you ready for this? This is where you are going to need your piece of paper and your pen. You see, I did my other hand, Georgine. Last night when I spoke to Georgine, I'd only got one hand painted, so I've painted my other one now. So this piece of card, sorry, I'm just getting my scoreboard. This piece of card measures 20 centimetres by 9 centimetres. And we are going to, where's my scoreboard? You ready, Pam? So this is 20 by 9. Sorry, that's my bracelet catching. And we want to score at 10 centimetres. So that's right down the middle. Then turn it the opposite way and you want to score at 4.5. Okay? Then you want to get a pencil and you want to make a mark of 5.5 just in pencil so that we can rub it out, and also at the bottom. Then turn it round, mark it at 5.5, 5.5. We can rub these pencil marks out afterwards. So you've scored at 10 down the centre, 4.5 down the centre, then you've put a mark at 5.5 top and bottom, turn it round, 5.5 top and bottom. As always, it will go, what's very posh? Oh, not posh. Oh, my nails. I've caught up with what you meant. So where these your pencil marks are, you're going to line it up with, I draw a line down mine so that I can follow it top and bottom. I don't know whether you can see that, can you? So I've got a mark at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So if you put one of the marks on one of the mark lines, and then you can mark the bottom line up with the bottom of it, and you're going to go down. So you're going to go from the top one to the bottom one. Yeah? And then you're going to turn it the other way and do exactly the same. So the 5.5 there, line it up with the 5.5 at the bottom. So all of the lines should cross those centre lines. So your cross goes that way and you've got your vertical and horizontal line, and they should all cross in the middle. Okay, so then what we're going to do with this is we're going to fold it to make the mechanism. So what you want to do is burnish it on the score lines, all of the score lines, diagonally, vertically, horizontally, so that they're all scored. And you can see here that it goes through the middle. It's chucking it down with rain here as well, Nina. So what you want to do is, I can't explain it, so it's going to go like this. It's going all funny. So it's not going to play ball now. Once you get it going, there you go. So those middle bits go down, the V at the back there goes down, and the front goes down. So you can see, let me hold it up for you. You can see there how it's going to bend. So that's the centre line. The centre line is going to go down and it's going to make a shape like this. So you want to make sure that the middle meets, the bottom meets, and then when you've got that, just do you want me to show you that again? Because I've scored it so many times, it's fluffed up the corner. So I'm going to give it a haircut. Do you want me to show you that again? Just let me know if you do. Like an arrow shape, yes. Yeah. So you've got the horizontal line, the vertical line, and your two diagonals. The horizontal one is going to bend down so that it's like a valley. And then the other pieces are going to go, so you can see it starting to go. And then it'll fold flat like this. And just make sure that those two pieces meet in the middle. They don't overlap. And then just burnish all your fold lines. Yeah, it does look like a gazebo that you're pulling out, doesn't it? You pull it out. You can re-watch the video. Yes, exactly, Wendy, you can. So what you're going to do now is let me move these out the way, is say, we'll call these legs. So on one of the legs, you're going to measure up 3 centimetres and just make a mark and then draw a line. So that's on the top leg. Yes, Catherine, exactly. So that's the top leg, and you've done 3 centimetres and drawn a line. Turn it over, and then on the top leg again, do 3 centimetres, exactly the same. draw your line. And this is where we're going to stick the next piece on. So this is, I've called this the folding display. And this is 28 centimetres by 9.5 centimetres. And you're going to score at 7, 14 and 21. So each section is 7 centimetres. So you're going to fold it in half, making sure that the edges meet. Fold that bit up and fold that bit over. So you're left with an M shape. Wendy, I'm exactly the same as you. If I'm ever watching anything, sometimes I have to wind it back because you just miss that crucial measurement or crucial fold, don't you? Right, so what we'll do with this first, before we stick the mechanism in, and it's going to be in like that. So the pieces are going to go this way. So what I've got here, let me know if I'm going too quick for you. Exactly, Doreen. What is it they say? Measure twice, cut once. I know, Andy. If only they could hear you on the video. Is that what you're shouting to me now? Hold on, hold on. Yes, I will do, Nina. Hi, Audrey. Right, so we're going to put matte layers on these. So you want 4 of these. Oh, I forgot to tell you what colour card I'm using. It's Tabriz Blue. Tabriz Blue. Get the glare off there. And they measure 6.5 centimetres by 9 centimetres. So we're going to put these in place. Again, PVA glue. And we're going to stick these in place. Oh, you were shouting. I could hear you, Andy. So get them nicely in line. I kept wondering whether the weather would interfere with the signal for tonight's live, but hopefully it's okay. I know a few of you have said that you've been thrown out, but hopefully it's let you back in. Just use that to weight it down whilst it dries. This is just an old stamping block that I use just to weight everything down. Keep it in place. Right, so next we've got the layers to go on top of these. And again, it's the Sunflower Secrets. And I know I cut it and the words go down, but I thought, well, it doesn't really matter that much, does it? So I think we're going to put it like that. Right, so these are 6 centimetres by 8.5 centimetres, and you're going to need 4 of those. And again, like before, I've gone round the edge with the Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide. So we will put this in place. Obviously, you could stamp on these, you could stamp your words on these. You could put flat flowers on these. could do all sorts. You could fussy cut some of the sunflowers. You could stamp the sunflowers, because there's a sunflower parade. You see, I've just reminded myself about that one. I might have to go back and do that. I was trying to think earlier what to put on them. But yeah, you could put your sunflower parade stamp and just decoupage it onto a corner or something like that, couldn't you? If we have any time left at the end of the video, I'll do that. Right. Got a bit of... That's it. Right, so we've decorated that. And what I'm going to put on here is just for you. And they are from I'm just trying to find them. Oops. So this is one that I'm using for the outside. So these are the framed centimetres? Framed centimetre. Doing it again. Framed sentiments, and it's the happy birthday. So we're using the shadow and the word. So the shadow I've done in the Tabriz blue, and the word itself I've done with scraps of ice white card. And the one that we're putting on the inside is the Just For You, again from the frame sentiments. So I've done, again, the shadow in the Tabriz blue and the words in scraps of ice white. And the butterfly comes from, oh, these were the 2025 ones. These are the Tatty butterflies, and I've used the smaller one for the inside, and we're going to use the bigger one for the outside. Oh, you've all gone quiet on me. So I think what I'm going to do is put the butterfly on there, and then just put Just For You. You really want to get this decorated before you attach it to the mechanism and put it in the card, because you need to let it dry before you start opening it. So I'm going to try and open it to show you tonight, but it may not open properly. It may just pull off. But if you leave it to dry, like you can see I did my other one earlier, you can see that it opens perfectly. So just, and again I'm using PVA glue just to go round. So just, oops, push that too much. You could add your glitter around the edge. You might have seen in the one that I did, in this one, you can see that I've added glitter round. This is the Diamond Dazzle, and I've just wound some ribbon round there as well. So you can decorate them how you like. So all I'm going to do with this one is just catch his antennae, and then I'm just going to put some on his body. So you can have a little bit of dimension once you've got it open. You can pull them up, but it will actually fold flat to go in the card. There we go. Just wipe that glue off my hand. So there we go. We've got the piece to go in the middle. Sorry, I was just having a drink. So we can fold that up, and you want to have it with the opening pieces to the inside of your hand. So put this, your marquee, your folding piece with the pointed to the left hand side, and this piece with the opening towards the inside of your hand. And all you're going to do is add glue where we've made those 3 centimetre marks. Going to add glue there, turn it over and add glue to the other side, just making sure no glue is going out there. Now you're going to, excuse the pun, open the legs and slot that in. Do you think you could remember that bit? So you want to have the top of this level with the pencil line, and you want to have equal amounts both sides, and the other side you want to have level with the line. That's okay. Just wipe any excess glue. So you can see now that it opens. So we're just got to make sure that we put it the right way. And if we open our card, put the glue on here, we want to find the centre of the inside. So we know that it was 18, so the centre is 9, and just make a little pencil mark there, because that is where the point of this is going to go. So you want to have it right up in that fold. So right up to the fold line. Don't leave any space, because otherwise it won't work properly. So we're going to add glue onto this bit. I'm going to wipe it to the edge with my finger so that it doesn't run out, but so that we've got, make sure it's opening properly. So put that to there, and you want to get it as central as you can. So if you ran a ruler down there, it would be 9 centimetres all the way through. And we're going to close the card. And if you turn the card over, it's stuck that one side, you add glue the other way. And then you close the card so it's stuck both ways. Now I will try and open it so that you can see, but I don't think it'll be stuck enough. No, you see it's trying to pull it off in there. So if we just keep that closed whilst we're decorating the front, hopefully we'll be able to open it at the end. So what you have to do is just make sure that that is really dry before you start opening it. So what we're going to do is decorate the front. Now I've used the, oh, can't pick it up. I've used the charmed double scallop border, and I've cut that out of the Tabriz blue. And I'm just going to centre it on there and put that, stick that in place. Yes. think we're going to have that. Right, I need to cut it up. So I'm just taking a bit off the edge. Yeah, that'll do. I just need to lift it up just so that we get that halfway. Just a little bit to snip off there. There we go. So I've got 2 spare pieces there. Are you all concentrating? Because nobody's commenting. Have I lost you all? So all I've done is I've found a little strip of linen paper from the pack. I've just got a little bit of a strip left. So I edged that in the Mermaid Lagoon ink. And I'm just going to cut that off level. Or as level as that can be. So that it'll fit across here. And it will go from the edge of the paper to the edge of the paper. I just need to add a little bit more ink to this end, just so that that's finished off. And then we're going to stick that in place across the middle there, just so that it all coordinates, because you've got all of the papers from the same pack, so they all go together and coordinate. So we're going to put that across the middle of the blue strip and push it down. Hold it in place. Now, what I've done for the topper for this card is I've just taken one of the hearts that was in the creative pack. I've put it onto a piece of blue card and I've cut round the edge, and I'm going to have this up on foam tape. Do I want it that side or do I want it the other side? What do we think? Right, so that's the left side, or that's the right side. Let me know which side you think. Oh, let me have a look on my camera. I think the right hand side. What do you all think? Because that side, it just blends in a little bit, doesn't it? What do you think? Right or left? Whilst you're thinking about it, I'll take the back off my foam pads. Right or left? Nobody? Nobody has a preference. So I'll go with the right hand side. I'm hoping I've still got you with me. So, as I said before, I've used the words from the frame sentiment. Whether we put it across the middle there, and I've got a little butterfly to go on, or we put the words down here and we put the butterfly in the centre of there. That's quite nice, isn't it? And put the butterfly in the centre there. What do we think? I'm going to go with it. I don't know whether I've lost my comments because I'm getting nothing coming through. So I'm just going to add some glue to the antennae so that they lay flat, and just dot some glue around the body. And I'll put that in the middle there. And it says I've got 76 people watching, but I probably can't get anybody's comments. So I think I'm going to put the happy birthday up on foam tape. So bear with me. I can see it says people are watching me, but no comments are coming up. So I'll carry on, because hopefully you can watch this back and pick it up. So just cut these into strips and add these to here. Hope Facebook hasn't kicked all of you out. Oops. Right, so we will add the birthday down there and the happy just there. Now you may have seen that I put foam pads across the entire back of it, and you may say that you're gonna feel the sticky. Oh, I can see some hearts coming, so I know people are there. So you may say that you're going to feel the sticky through there, but all I do is use my anti-static. This is just a brush anti-static, and brush it over it so any sticky there now has gone, because you put your anti-static pad over the top of it. Now we can add some gems, and for this one I'm using the teal shimmer, which goes lovely with the Tabriz blue. So I'm going to put one. Oh, I don't think we need the... Right, let me degunk my tweezers. So I'm going to put one of the smaller ones either side, and one there. They're all sticking together, and one there. Oops. So we've got those there. I think I'll add some glitter round the edge there, but let's get these stuck in place to start off with. So we've got one here. I'll just add a dot of glue on the back there. The glue dries clear, so if any does seep out from underneath, then it won't be seen. But obviously if you're really careful, you'll do it and it won't be seen. And I think I'm going to add some of the bigger ones in the corners. So probably add the bigger ones to the corners here, just to add some interest to the front. Yes, I think we'll do that. I'm getting really down on my these are one of my favourites. Look at that, there's not many left in there. That needs to go on my list. So again, a dot of glue, put that on there. And you may like to add glitter around it. Which you can do. And you could put flowers on the front of this, because it doesn't really matter about having flowers on the front. It doesn't matter about having dimension on the front, unless of course you want to keep your postage down. So there we go, that's the front finished. And you can see that the butterfly is raised up, the heart is raised up. We could have wound some ribbon round here, we could put a bow on here, so many different options. And I'm just going to check. There we go, pops out inside. So it's just had enough time for the glue to dry, and you can see there, once you get it going a couple of times, it'll get used to opening. And you could put a panel here to write your message, or you could put your message here, or you've got space on the back. So there we go, that's the card for tonight. And I look forward to seeing all of your makes. If you have any questions about the dimensions, or I can put it on, when I post a picture of this in the morning, I could put it on there to let you know what the measurements are. So let's go back down the list and we'll do a giveaway for tonight to win this card. I may titivate it and add a few more bits to it, and hopefully you've been able to keep up with me and to watch what I've been doing. And the person that has won this tonight is Jeanette Tweedley. Hopefully I've said your name right, Jeanette. Jeanette Tweedley. If you can send a message to Karen on the Sentimentally Yours page, and I will get this in the post to you. I'm sorry that I didn't get any comments towards the end. I can see that I've got some hearts and some thumbs up and everything, so hopefully you've been able to watch it. Hope you enjoyed this project tonight, and I look forward to bringing you another project for next week. Sorry, I just had a message come up on my screen. I thought somebody was probably trying to tell me that they'd lost me. So there you go, and that's the finished card. And the one that I did earlier is with the Peony Whisper, and this is the Sunflower Secret. And you can see here, this one's yet to be decorated. So if you have a preference which one you'd like, please let me know, Jeanette. That's lovely. Thank you ever so much for watching me, and stay safe in the weather. I know we've got a few more bad weather warnings coming up. And Phil is on Hobby Maker tomorrow. I think it's 2 and 5, but I'm not sure. And then of course he's live next Monday. So stay safe, keep crafting. I look forward to seeing your cards in the group. and have a good rest of your evening. Thank you very much. Bye.